Have you ever been, on a great regime, a great routine, and you're doing everything on time, you're doing everything you need to do, and then one little thing that you miss just takes you out. And all of a sudden you didn't make it for one appointment or you didn't make it for one thing, and then you just decided to cancel everything and go home. And then before you know it, you're scrolling on your phone, or you wake up from a nap you took in the middle of the day, and you've just gone completely off of your routine, and you were doing so good. And you realize that you've gone off of your path, but you can't seem to work up the strength to get back on it. It seems like you're going to be just running uphill to do it. I feel this way sometimes because I have a really good routine that works for me, and sometimes a little thing can knock me off the course. For example, today I think I ate something, but it made me feel very sluggish. And so I decided to take a nap. I thought it would snap me out of it. And I woke up 4 hours later, and I had missed all the things I wanted to do, and it's already dark, and I'm feeling even worse after my nap. And I don't want to get up and do them all now, and I kind of just want to go to bed for the day, but it's too early, and I'm just scrolling and just waiting for time to pass. And when it gets like that, I've learned a couple of things that help me snap out of it faster. And sometimes you can stay in this slump for so long, and sometimes the slump can be short. And if you know what I'm talking about, sometimes cutting the slump that you're in short as fast as possible, that can be the difference between it really having an effect and it not really having effect on your routine at all. It can be the difference between missing 3 days and missing a couple of hours. So, a couple of things, little things that I do that trick my brain into snapping out of it. So, if I'm in a slump emotionally, I will change my clothes, take a shower and change my clothes. That is amazing because a lot of times you don't have the energy to and get up and change your mood, but you do have the energy to get up and take a shower. And by the time you've taken a shower, and always, 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 if you're in a slump, your clothes for whenever you get out of the shower should be something that you love. So, a pair of underwear that are really cute, or, a brightly colored shirt that makes you happy. That's very important. So, that's what I do if I'm in an emotional slump. So, if it's fueled by emotions. If it's fueled by sometimes it can be fueled by my physical appearance. So if I'm feeling just not it that day, then it really helps me to get up and again take a shower, but this time kind of spray some perfume or something like that. Taking a shower is one of the best ways to get out of an emotional slump, and that's one of my key ways to get out of it. But for me, spraying myself with perfume can really help me snap out of it sometimes, mainly because I love my perfumes and they're expensive, and it's almost like if I spray perfume on myself and I lay back down, I've wasted that perfume. But if I spray it and I get moving and I'm back in the world, so to speak, it's not wasted. So that's a really good one that works for me. Another one that I have is to drink water. So the best hack for getting back on the right track, fill up a bottle of water and go take a shower and drink the water while you're taking the shower. It just helps me to mentally imagine that I am just wash and clean everything, inside and outside. That is so helpful. That is sometimes the thing that gets me out of it. Lastly, I get into the slump sometimes if I feel like there's too much to do. or maybe I need to clean up and there's just too much to clean up. So, what's really helpful with this, for me, a lot of times the dishes stand in the way. So, the dishes, I hate doing dishes. And if I can just walk over to the sink and wash one cup, then before I know it, the house will be clean. My apartment will be clean. So the way it works is I tell myself, I'm not forcing you to wash dishes. You can stop when you want to stop. So I wash one cup and then I wash the next cup. And it turns into a competition with myself. Like one half of me is making sure, okay, we're not forcing ourselves, right? And the other half is like, no, just wash as much as you want. And before I know it, the sink is clean. And once you've washed the dishes, it's like, why not wipe the counter? Once you wipe the counter, it's like, why not sweep the floor? And then maybe I'm walking back to my bedroom and I see my pile of clothes on the bed. And I'm already holding my bottle of water and drinking it. And I've already cleaned the kitchen. So why not just take the clothes off the bed? You have to kind of trick yourself. But a lot of times it's those little things that you can do. And you can say, okay, this works for me to get me out of the slump. So, and another thing is that now that I know that these methods work for me, I'm not so scared to get into a slump. If I start to feel a slump, I know what I can do to get out of it. And when you're not scared to get into the slump, it takes a lot of the pressure off of you. And pressure is sometimes what freezes us. So try out my tips for getting out of the slump or getting out of the downward spiral. And maybe invent a few of your own. Think of something that makes you feel good in the moment that you can trick yourself into doing. That'll lead to the next thing you can do. And then before you know it, you're productive again. So try those out and let me know what you think.